projects across various industries such as finance, Salesforce CRM, LMS, and capital market solutions, skilled in gathering requirements, process optimization, and also managing projects while communicating with stakeholders. He is dedicated to providing value by addressing stakeholder needs effectively. Promise is also a member of the IBA. Promise, we welcome you to Dobac. It's great to have you here, and we believe that we will learn a lot from you this evening. Over to you, Promise.
Thank you very much, David. Good evening, everyone. It's such an honor to be here. I'm going to share my screen. David has given you a short introduction of my profile. I really don't like calling all the titles in my name, so it's simple like that. It's better off when we get along with every single thing that we're doing. Let me know if you all can see my screen. David, can we all see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So I want us to just get in the mood of what we are here for today. So I want us to quickly just scan the QR code. We're going to play a bit of games. And you tell me what your expectations are for today. Someone wants to tell me if they're excited, they're bored, it's been a boring day, they're exhausted. Feel free to just type it there. Okay, can we just scan the QR code? Okay, Anonymous said to learn more. Someone said they're just chilling at home. Someone just said they're gaining insight on Salesforce. Cheesy bank holiday, right? Nice. Thank you, guys. Anyone else? I'll give us that for like a minute or two. Yes, of course, we're here to learn about Salesforce. Our topic of discussion today is exploring Salesforce as a business analyst. All right. I feel like we've gotten a number of responses that has set the tone of our presentation. So I will go ahead with my slide. It's been a great day. Yes, I love the smiley face. Okay. My slide is up now. If you haven't typed in how you're feeling today, feel free to please drop it in there. We are going to come back to it as we continue the session. Okay, so our topic for today is exploring Salesforce as a business analyst. And I'm glad that you're all here. It's really an amazing experience to be in front of you, sharing my thoughts and bits about what Salesforce is to us. And that's the QR code for those of us that have not joined in. And yes, to understand everything I need to know about Salesforce. Yeah, thank you. Okay, our presentation style is quite simple. We are going to leave the poll now and get into the business of the day. We run us through the introduction of what David has already done for us. and tell us a bit of Salesforce, its features, and what it can do. Then what we as business analysts would be doing in the Salesforce ecosystem. And the big question is, how do you even get started? How do you even put the bits together into learning and gaining a hands-on experience about it? I will also show us a bit of demo. Then we are going to go back to our quiz and games. And yes, David is going to tell me about the prize money that he has for whoever wins the game today. I'm sure we have about £1,000, David. All right. So that's what we had today. And Salesforce is a comprehensive customer relationship management. Like you want to have an idea where you used to say, okay, this is an ERP, this is an enterprise resource management tool. For Salesforce, it is a customer relationship management tool. It's a cloud-based software that has all the different hands that you can imagine to really manage a business. You want something that could actually handle all the operations, that can actually manage customer data, that you can use to do probably just a digital transformation project as a business analyst. Every single thing you can do, it is a one-stop solution that you want to access. That said, it has different areas. The different areas that it has is what gives it that superpower function of really managing and taking charge of different business solutions. Now, it could be divided into core products and different platforms. So they have, because like you said, it's a cloud platform. It has Sales Cloud, it has Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, all the different types of cloud, Experience Cloud, Tableau Cloud, and App Exchange, right? So all of these are the different areas that it has. And one easy thing you'd find is a Sales Cloud, because sometimes we don't really want to talk about how much powerful sales as an area is very, very important to any business platform we are talking about. So the sales part of it is what makes it easy to really determine sales processes in terms of leads, in terms of opportunities. It is where you have every single detail of all your sales processes and customer details step by step. I'll show us while we go ahead in the session. Then it has the Service Cloud, which basically focuses on customer service management, and also you want to really treat cases. One case, for instance, is you're a customer service management personnel, and a complaint has come into your business area that they need something resolved. If you have the Salesforce CRM solution, it could trigger an escalation rule. It's called an escalation rule, such that it pops up on your email from Salesforce telling you that you've had a case that you need to service. You can also go ahead to Marketing Cloud, that offers you an all-in-one place where you want to do all the marketing gigs that you'd want to do as a marketing specialist. Same thing goes with Commerce and Experiences, which is Commerce Cloud, where you can create different platforms for customer engagement for commercial businesses. It has an all-in-one spot where you can also get reports. You can do that through Analytics itself. You can even do that through Tableau. You could do that through a dashboard solution as well, all embedded in Salesforce. So it's a super, very good all-in-one solution, and it has a part they call App Exchange. So this is where you'd find all the different party apps, because you can easily synchronize or use a Salesforce API. Sorry, I'm speaking jargons. You can link up Salesforce, embed any other solution or software that you have, and they can just come in and be like, okay, Salesforce is working perfectly. I've seen a case where a business who runs a sales operation of another third-party company, they use Salesforce as the solution that allows any of their sales rep to get that access and authentication into their sales platform. So it is basically having the two platforms all being managed by Salesforce, which is something you just imagine is very, very interesting. All right. Are we following, David? So next bit is going to be what the Salesforce business analyst does. The first question we want to answer is, who is a Salesforce business analyst? As we all know, we're working with the assumption that a good number of us here are all business analyst professional. The basic understanding of you being a business analyst is to be a bridge and that person that really helps solve that business need and the solution. Using the solution here is using Salesforce as the platform where you'd want to solve that business need. And for you to do that, it is important that you know the solution very well and all the different areas that it has, because you cannot implement a digital transformation project or a change project using Salesforce when you don't understand how the Salesforce really work. So your role as a business analyst is to help businesses being optimized using Salesforce as the solution. That is basically what you're going to be doing. There are lots of ways you can do this. So you're looking at how a company, which is an NGO, for instance, we have a part of Salesforce where we call Salesforce Not-for-Profits. That Salesforce Not-for-Profit has an all-in-one custom-built solution that can actually optimize businesses that are not for profit. Then if the business is in the area of sales, you can as well use the Sales Cloud as well to work with that area. So your role as a business analyst is to imagine you performing your business analysis function, which is what we are going to talk about here. The simple skills that you need to have as a Salesforce business analyst is not far from what a typical business analyst already should have. You need to be able to have that listening skill. You're a consultant. You want to listen to your business needs of the stakeholders. You also need to have a very good presentation skills. You need to have a good facilitation skills, because you would have to let people know that this is what the solution you're implementing is going to achieve for them. How does it really cut costs? How does it also save time? How does it also help them optimize their business need or business process, whichever one they're working on at the moment? You also need to have very inquisitive mindset, which helps you to ask that business question. What exactly is the pain point of the stakeholders you're working with? You also need to really understand that whenever you're working with different areas of a business, there comes politics that happens. It's basically your role as a business analyst to have a very good stakeholder management skill to be able to manage these office sentiments from difficult stakeholders. You also need to have a very good in-depth analytic skills, because you need to do a whole lot of analysis to really take charge of the whole idea of managing your stakeholders. It now goes back to the area of, okay, what technical skills do I need as a Salesforce business analyst? We already mentioned how it is important as business analysts to know our beats. One of the key business analysis function is writing business and business requirements, functional requirements. And you also need to be able to do process mapping, which is, of course, as it is to be, whichever one it is, we need to put ourselves in that mindset that we can communicate using process maps. You also need to have data models. You need a basic understanding of these things. You need to know how to really manage user stories. How do you write user stories and the acceptance criteria that comes into it? How about the architecture of Salesforce, which is basically what I introduced in the previous slide? It is important that we know how the architecture of Salesforce works so that you can actually be in that position where we are recommending the right solution for the right business need at the same time. You need to also be able to estimate the risk that are involved, letting the clients know, choosing the best in place solution for them to use. And you need to also understand project management as business analysts in the context of the Salesforce platform. Same as IT business analysis, it's important that we know Salesforce as understand project management and how it really works. See how that works is basically what this Salesforce business analyst role. It's not different from anything that you already know as a business analyst. Now the question is getting started. Before I go to the demo, I want to show us how you should get started as a business analyst. Now, in getting started as a business analyst in the Salesforce ecosystem, the first thing you want to do is to have a Trailhead account. Salesforce has an all-in-one stop for you to learn about their ecosystem. So Salesforce is an ecosystem and not just a CRM solution like people just call it. You want to get on board a Trailhead, which is their learning platform. You get on board, I'll show us here how this is done. You also want to look at getting the basic fundamental knowledge of Salesforce and the different areas, and they have a practical simulation that will allow you to do that, which is the associate trail. So Salesforce has an associate trail, which is more like a pathway that tells you this is a practical illustration of what you will need to learn when you are in the Salesforce ecosystem. So you have the marketing associate for those who are key in marketing. Then you have the usual associate certification that allows you to do that. So unlike every other certification that doesn't have any practical illustration, the Salesforce ecosystem is different. So you're going to have a hands-on trail, which is more like, it's called a trail mix. A trail mix is a combination of all the different learning pathways that you're going to go to if you are learning a solution, right? That's trail mix. There are different trail mixes. You're going to have the trail mix for an associate certification. There's a trail mix for business analyst. There's a trail mix for Salesforce admin. There are different areas that you're going to play out with, whichever pathway that you want to go. Originally, before now, Salesforce used to mandate business analysts that are interested in getting the business analysis knowledge and practice in the Salesforce ecosystem to have what they call the admin certification. But over time, they broke it down, allowing people to go through the associate route, and through that, then they can now go through the business analyst part that allows them to really get into functional consulting type of role. And one major challenge that we've seen people have whenever they're learning Salesforce is how do they really get hands-on experience whenever they're on the ecosystem. So when you're on Trailhead, you can learn the bits, work on simulation type of cases that will help you have an understanding of what Salesforce works like. However, it's not enough. It's important that we have business cases or case studies that we work on, which is going to enable us really have a hands-on experience. And that is why I'm going to recommend that we get this place called Clicked. So clicked.com is a one-stop place where you can work on challenges, you can work on live cases, you can work on typical examples of Salesforce related problems that you can solve. And with that, you would get hands-on experience that is going to be very, very important for you to really have that feeling of working in a real life case. And they also have what they call Trailhead, like I said. Now, the Trailhead is a platform. They have a Trailhead Super Badge. The Trailhead Super Badge is more like you working on a case study. We have a case study where a customer wants to optimize their sales process, and this is the current business problem they have. So you're going to be given that case for you to really optimize that business process, working on a one-time case study, which allows you have what they call a super badge. It has a different collection of collaboration that comes in the Salesforce ecosystem. So you're going to work on that. When that happens, you'll get what they call the Trailhead Super Badge. And it's also an identity that you have, a Trailhead Super Badge that comes to your profile as a very, very big win to yourself. Now, we want to go into the next part of it, where we are going to do a hands-on experience of all that I've said in a short period of time. Yes, so this is the live demo area. I'll take us to the Salesforce web page. We have an idea of what the Salesforce web page looks like. So before I go ahead, I want to go back quickly to the comment section, and if David can actually hear me, let's see how we're doing. David, how are we doing? 9. Can we scan the QR code and tell me a comment before we go ahead to our live demo? Okay, someone said clicked.com isn't functional. Well, we'll look at it. We'll assess it here. Any other comments? Okay, so that said, let's go to the Salesforce webpage with me, and we are going to be splitted into different groups where we are going to do this. David, I'm sure you're probably working on it right now. After I run through this process, I would need some of us to split ourselves into a few groups, and one person is going to really volunteer to run us through their own process. So we'll have someone from each of the group to just run us through what we've done, right? And so here is the Salesforce page. This is a simple Salesforce page of how it works like for any new user that wants to really just get on board into the platform. And this is how you would see it when you are an external person. You can actually book. You can just try it for free by clicking the button just to see how it works. And if you go into the product, you see the different product they have. Click on industries, you will see the different industries of customers that they work with. And learning is where we are going to go on Trailhead. Yes. And we talked about how we want to get on Trailhead to have an idea of what Trailhead works, right? So I want to show us a simple Salesforce platform from a developer org perspective. When you're on Trailhead or Salesforce itself, which is what I'm showing you, I'm sure you can see my screen. So this is the back end if you're in the Salesforce ecosystem. So this is the setup where you see all the different apps that you have on Salesforce. This is a service, this is a marketing CRM, this is the community, this is the chatter, this is the sales console. And this is more like the handstand bot that helps you really get into the AI aspect where you want to ask a question. This is where you click for you to have an idea of where Salesforce really works like, right? So I want to set up a service assistant, for instance. This is where I come to, right? And what is a service assistant in this case? It could probably be you setting up a prompter that helps you to navigate the platform, right? Now, if you look at the left hand side of where my button is, I'm sure you can see, you'd see all the different the cloud apps that I talked about in my presentation and how you navigate it. So this page that I'm showing us is called the Salesforce developer account, right? It's an account that you can use to really practice and do all the activities that you'd work on Salesforce. We talked about process automation, right? This is process automation. You can click the Salesforce automation. This is an approval process, for instance. Now, how do you do all these process automation? Let's take note, guys. The quiz is coming. Don't forget there's a prize money to be won. We have what they call flow builder. So the flow builder is an aspect of the Salesforce ecosystem that allows you to really navigate when it comes to processes. You need to set up a flow for you to be able to do anything on the Salesforce platform. And before I can do anything right now, I would have to really work around the flow builder to really use to do this. So guys, this is the integration harm. Every single thing you can imagine is here on Salesforce. And of course, you get notified about everything that works for you. And this is how you could actually see the developer account profile. It's a dummy profile that you can play with whenever you're really learning. So when you're in the back end, when you get into Salesforce, this is what you'll be implementing. All of these bits on the left-hand side is what you'll be working on. So right, so that said, if I go back to my slide, I would see that what is the next step for us to really get a hands-on. Now, I want us to really have a feel of, okay, how do I really navigate the first part? It's going to be a lot technical, telling us to start going into the developer account, to start feeling how it is when we don't even know what to really understand about the basics. What is the Salesforce Service Cloud? What is the Sales Cloud? So I want you all to learn. So I've gone to the Salesforce page. I want us to learn about Salesforce basics, which is we signing up on Trailhead. I want us to perform this task after this demo session. So this is the Trailhead account, right? And voila, this is where you learn everything about Salesforce, right? You could click learn. You can see trail mixes that I talked about earlier. You can see career math. You could see the Trailblazer career marketplace, and the fundamentals you need to know. There's also a community of people around that are professionals that are really been in the ecosystem for some time, which allows you to play around the system. And you have any questions, you could pop by and drop a message. So I want us to sign up on Trailhead because we are new. We want to start understanding what Salesforce is. So we're going to click sign up. I'll set up my email and click next. Then I move on to signing up an account. So one of us is going to run us through this process from either of your group, somebody that's been paying attention on how we can get onboarded on Trailhead. So let me say I want to sign into my own account. So my own Trailhead account is going to be this. So this is how many points I have whenever I'm learning, points that I've learned, that I've had so far. I'm a ranger. I'm going to click the prepare for business analyst credential, for instance. Now, when you open this, for instance, you're going to see how you can have an idea of the exam, which is basically not what you want to do. So you want to click the essentials of a business analyst skill. When you click it, for instance, it tells you all the business analyst skills, or each of the modules that each of the trail mixes that you open. It gives you different questions, different pathways, and different areas that you can really get hands on. And after every wrap-up point, you have points allocated to you, right? If you go there, you can actually see your own profile yourself. You can just come in there and see how your profile has actually been for some time. So if you click the right-hand side, this is your profile. And you can actually rate Trailhead, how Trailhead has been for you. People can go outside of Trailhead to learn, but it is not the best way. You're on Trailhead. So this is the best way you want to really play around it. So you can set up your accounts, play around, set up your accounts, get a credential, ask questions, associate with people, build your own connection and network like you would do. And that's how it is. So this is Trailhead. For every learning path that you cover, you keep having a badge tied to it. We are all in the journey of growth, and it's going to be interesting that after today, we have few professionals that have chosen to learn Trailhead, learn about the Salesforce ecosystem as an added technical skill for them to keep on learning and have that level of growth. So now that we know about Trailhead and how it works, the basic part of what we need to learn as interesting Salesforce professional is having an idea of how the associate trail works. Now, the associate trail is the basics part of Salesforce where you get to learn about the fundamentals of Salesforce and the different career paths you would meet on Salesforce. I'll click on the associate trail directly, and it's going to take me there. And the way Salesforce is built, everything is built in such that it is a part, which is the trail mix part. So you get to really have a full fundamental of how the whole thing works. So in that part, you'll be working on practical illustrations and also heading towards getting your business analysis or associate certification, anyone you want to have, right? So this is the Salesforce associate part, and they said it tells you basically everything you need to know about Salesforce, because you want to be a business analyst. This is where you want to, as a Salesforce business analyst, this is where you want to start from, so that you have an idea of even the solution that you need to learn. So we're going to study and prepare. This is the certification pathway, but this is you preparing to have an idea of what you're looking out for. When you click on that trail mix, right, it already has every single thing that you want to do. So every single thing that you want to do in terms of you getting the associate certification. So this is the Salesforce value, what it has. How do you really have a guideline to Trailhead? This is how it is. This is how the Trailhead playground is. And basically the Salesforce basics, every single thing you can think of, all in that one-stop place. So guys, that is your one-stop space of how you get into Trailhead. Now, what do you want to do? You want to work on towards getting the business analysis Trailhead pathway certification and also learning module, which gives you a hands-on experience. So you will click on the business analysis part, and this is where it is. It basically just tells you this is where you have to come when you want to get that Salesforce knowledge, and how do you want to prepare. What do you need to know? When you click on what you need to prepare, it's going to show you all that you need to know. So this is the exam overview at the end, and this is the essentials, every single thing that you need to do. Now, in Salesforce, you have different roles, which is going to be in the later slide. So guys, this is where we are for the live demo, and yeah, thank you so much for the live demo, and I'm glad that we've been here. I think it's time that we start playing around. So David, I think it's a good time for us to allow everybody have a feel of what we've done so far, and I want us to get split into groups where we can set up an account on Salesforce and at least set up a Trailhead account that is going to show about our learning, and we can then have an idea that this is what we want to do. Then someone from the group the group is going to determine what email they want to use to set up, and someone is going to navigate the same way I've navigated on Trailhead and the associate part as well as the business analysis part. So yeah, so guys, let's get hands-on. So David, can you help us set up so can we set up two groups, or we can just divide everyone into different groups?
Okay, so I'm going to assign you to the first breakout group.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Thank you. So I'm dropping on the chat box the Trail Mix link for the Salesforce Business Analyst part, as well as the Associate Learning part, so that we save that. It's always difficult for people to get that part sorted, so people miss it a lot. and because of that, they just haphazard learning, which is not what you want to be doing when you're in this sort of platform. I'll share my screen now. I believe we are live. Rukawe, I think we can go back to our session now, since everyone is back to the live session now. I'm still saying invitation for Breakout Room 2. I think we already sorted that out. So guys, how many breakout rooms did we have? We can just drop on the chat. We had about, I know we had 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, Promise.
Yes.
Okay, so I just used the link that you sent,
Okay.
and it's showing like I'm already registered, of which I'm not. So I'm a bit confused, please.
Okay, so just hold on, and we'll use other people's learning experience when they present. So just
Okay.
run through it.
That's fine.
I saw a glimpse of what Breakout Room 1 is doing, and it was quite impressive. Is anyone from Breakout Room here? Breakout Room 1 here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, anyone from Breakout Room 2 here? I'm just asking for somebody that's going to be willing to share with us how they navigated through what we just did, the exercise that we just did, so every other person can learn. Anyone from Breakout Room 2?
Yes.
Okay. What about Breakout Room 3? Okay, so I will take one. So I'm not going to be the one running the show now. So if David or Rukawa is online, I would ask that you allow someone from one of the breakout rooms. So let's start with Breakout Room 2 to run us through the process of how they navigated the Trailhead software and how they really played around the solution on the Salesforce itself. So they may have to share the screen. So who wants to go for room 2? I think it was Lillian and Wale. Then I saw Cynthia also in Breakout Room 2.
Hello, Promise. For Breakout Room 2, we were still trying to navigate into the page when you stepped in and told us that that is not the exact page, and we had to come
Okay.
back to the main call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing it then. It's room 1 then. Can someone
Okay.
from room 1, because I know people had already gone far when we came in. So who's the volunteer that wants to help us share their screen and run us through how they navigated the activity that we just did for room 1? Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Promise. I think I'm going to share because I was the one who shared earlier and my group members supported. So without them, I couldn't have done that. So thanks to them.
Okay.
So let me do that. Share the room. Yeah. Can you all see my screen now? Hello?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. Thank you. So what happened was that when you left, we were like trying to touch every other area to understand more, to navigate, and we got ourselves into this position, this particular page, and then we're trying to go back to the associate that you had guided us. So maybe I will try using this option, Salesforce associate. Okay, good. So I guess this was where you advised us to leverage first of all before everything, and that was when I now selected this.
Okay.
So the beginner and user, the number of minutes, the points to be achieved. You advise that we always like it. And maybe that's exactly what helped me now to remember that it was this particular one that we were going through. And then from here, you advise that it's very important for us to go through the Salesforce associate level in order to, it's like a beginner level, to understand generally about the Salesforce, after which we can now go to business analysis, depending on area of interest. But we are looking at it because a good number of us, or all of us, so to say, are business analysts, or supposedly inspired a business analyst. But apart from that, you also mentioned that there's a couple of other areas: customer service, developer area, so many others, quite a numerous of areas that we can all assess it depending on what one is interested in. But in our case, it is just about moving from Salesforce associate level to business analyst level.
Impressive.
Thank you.
So I will also drop the link for the Trailhead registration, because someone had asked that they came in and felt like it's as if they've opened their account before. So I'll just copy it now and paste it on the chat. Thank you so much for that bit. Does anybody have any questions before we go ahead? I think we should leave the questions for a later session. I will just drop the links, then I will continue with my slides. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that we are able to see through that. So, and this is one thing about the session. We want the session as collaborative as possible so that we all can really navigate this journey together. So we not really feel lost, because what I've noticed is a lot of us feel lost when we are learning alone. So let me share back my slide, and we are going to quickly run through what we just did and a bit part of it. So I've only just shown us a bit part of it, which is basically just Salesforce Trailhead and Salesforce, navigating the Salesforce ecosystem. I had loved to go into click.com. I think someone dropped it on the fact that the click.com is not accessible, which I doubt that's the case, because I still used them some days ago. So what we've seen is we've been able to navigate the Salesforce webpage. We've been able to sign up on Trailhead, and we've also been able to set up the associate parts mix and also the business analysis mix. And we've just had a discussion of what that outcome is. And please don't forget to also continue on the Slido link. Then we can also go back to it. So yes, we will now look at all the different certification pathways and the learning journey. I have dropped the links of the 3 pathways that are already shared with us on my last slide. So just check the chat. You can just click the chat, sign up, and if you have any questions, we'll leave it for the Q&A session. Okay, so let's go back to our certification pathways. So this was a compilation made by the Salesforce BA. So Salesforce BA is a very strong blogging and resource page that I think any Salesforce enthusiast will love to really explore. Salesforce is really getting a whole lot of traction when it comes to the UK and the global market itself, which is one of the reasons why I think we may want to explore having it. I'm going to show us some numbers of how the average Salesforce BA or consultant would actually navigate. So you've seen that what I've showed us is the green button, which is the associate pathways, which is that you're kickstarting. For those of us that understand how we use process maps a lot as business analysts, we know how very important it is for us to click on that start. I mentioned how some people would want to go to the admin route. The admin route is a very good foundation when you want to really build a very strong foundation in the Salesforce ecosystem. The idea of us as business analysts is we are like consultants, right? For us to really recommend that Salesforce solution and really implement it, execute it, is key that we have the fundamental knowledge. So somebody may want to go back to have that knowledge by just taking the trail mix of the admin, but that is you doing extra. You can just go to the business analyst part and you have an idea, right? So these are the different areas you can do or you can play around on the Salesforce ecosystem. So that's why you'd see a lot of people say they are 10 times certified. It's because of all these different certification parts and how the certification parts are really linked to the real case. So when you start going on Trailhead, you'll be seeing case studies that you'd work on, and you'll be balancing this with the clicks.com page that we talked about and some resourceful YouTube links that I will share on this next slide for us to really play around and have that confidence. The market is here. The market is here. So we need to get this added technical skill as part of our bullets left with us as business analysts, because we can't do this alone. Because the more competitive the market gets, the more it is important for us to keep developing ourselves from time to time. So here is basically the whole Salesforce ecosystem as at 2024. They're going to keep being development from time to time, looking at how AI is really changing a whole lot of things. So it is important that we have an idea of how this looks. So yes, I'll go back to the next slide, which is going to be we having questions and telling us how they feel on the quiz time. So we're going to take a short quiz first before we go on questions. I have compiled a few questions that is going to test our basic understanding of everything that we've done in the last few minutes. And when we go to the Q&A, we will then also just have fun about it. So guys, I will need us to please scan the QR code and join the quiz and test your basic understanding of everything that we've done today. Then we go to our Q&A. Then maybe David might give us another time another time to really just play around on the developer account sometime, and also go ahead with guidance in terms of the learning parts, so that over time we can hold ourselves accountable and get into real practical experiences. Okay, so I see us. So the session has been okay. Thank you. Okay, I will now set up the quiz part of it to go live. So once you click the QR code now, scan the QR code, it's supposed to start showing you everyone that has actually joined the quiz. So I can see Adewale, I can see Lillian, I can see Gay, I can see Peter, I can see Cynthia, Holly. I know David is cooking something for us. I can see Caleb. I can see Oluwole. There are about many people in this session, so please let's join. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. No one knows it all. Learning never stops. We're at 10 now. I know we have about 16 or 20 people around. Domo is in. Labisi is in. Thank you. Maybe I should join as well to make up the number.
If you join, don't play.
Oh gosh. Okay, so just 1 minute. 12, we are now 12, so I'll just give 1 minute for everyone else to join. And we are 13 now. Okay, we're going to go live now. That's easy. No one failed that one. Did anyone fail that one? Oh wow. Some people failed. Okay. I know there's a big prize money, so okay. Everyone got that one. Let's see what it looks like. Who's on the leaderboard? Caleb did so well in 10 seconds. So all right, so let's go. It's still fun now. I don't expect anybody to fail this. Okay, let's see. A good number picked some parts. Yes. Okay, I'm going to see if there's changes. There are changes in the leaderboard. Oh well, Peter is up now. Okay. All right. Let's go. Is it possible for anyone to fail this? Everybody got this one right. So I don't expect any changes from the leaderboard. Let's go on next. I know this one is tricky, so I'll speak on it when the result is out. Well, so only 50% got it right. So I mentioned that we can use clicked.com to work on sprints and challenges, and it's quite a good platform to navigate on. Yeah, so you just go in there, sign up, and you would play along with it. So it's quite confusing. The Trailhead is more like the learning platform that Salesforce offers. So, but in terms of hands-on other project aside Trailhead, clicks.com is a third-party website that is a standalone page that I think can actually be very, very good for every one of us. That's why I introduced it to us. So let's see what the leaderboard says now. Well, Peter, you're not giving up. It's okay. It's tricky, yes. And I mentioned how it's important for us to have a developer account, for us to have a hands-on learning. But you getting the developer account signed up, you'd find that part while you are on Trailhead associate parts. Somehow, some way, a place is going to pop up where you'd sign up for a developer account. I can as well share us links as well on the chat box after this for us to really get onto it as well. But thanks for those of us that are really, really paying attention. Well done. Wow, it's still close. Still close. Well, almost everyone picked this. No changes, no changes. Oh, There's a new entrant. Domo just came up. Okay, well done. Amazing, amazing. Let's see what it is like. No changes, no changes. Okay. Oh yes, YouTube videos are a good way, but Trailhead already gives us their own platform, right? It's when we're going outside the platform, that's when we'll start looking at how we could use click.com and all of it. And even that, we can as well use our super badge as well on the Trailhead platform to really navigate the path as business analysts. So well done, everyone. I know it's tricky. So I'll set up the next one now and see what the leaderboard looks like. Oh, Peter, nobody's giving up now. I think it's the close part. Demola is up close as well. Wow, well, we missed this a whole lot. Okay, it's testing our understanding of what it is. Only 8% got this. Okay, so the super badge it's more like, I talked about case study. Have we forgotten, guys? It's a case study. That is what the super badge does. And it's not the certification alone. It's not a premium badge for advanced users. It's just you having projects, working on case studies. Well done. We'll get there soon. Only a few changes on the leaderboard. Wale still trailing Peter. Think everyone got this? Because I sounded this a lot. There are no changes on the leaderboard, I suppose. None. It's been like that. The first 4 people have been that way. There's no one missing this one. So there are no changes in the leaderboard, I guess. No one. Yeah, there's a solution architect role in the Salesforce certification part that I shared with us a few minutes ago. So it's a task force supervisor. No changes. Still very tight at the top. Only just fell off a bit. Yeah, I know it's a very tricky one. So it's going to be a divider. It's going to be a divider. While it gets to the top now. It's tricky now. Okay. Let's see. Well. Only 64% got this right. Well done, everyone. So we have one last question to break the tie. There's no tie. We have a clear winner except he misses it. Okay. Let's go. Easy money. There's no way anyone is going to be missing this one. So yes, we are correct. And we have a winner. Congratulations, Wale. Congratulations. You made it 13 out of 15 questions. That was really close. Peter, congratulations. Ademola, congratulations, everyone. So these are the top 5 people that made it to the quiz. So thank you all for listening, and I really appreciate that we took our time to play this. It's really great sharing with us. David, I believe we've done a bit of, I don't know how we are with time, but I think it's the time that's going to determine the questions we can take. So I'm going to go back to my slide while we can take questions. So, but thank you everyone for participating, and David is going to tell me the prize that Wale is going to get. So I'm going to copy these links and put it on the chat box for us as well. So these are some links that we can use to really continue learning on the Salesforce ecosystem. These are some YouTube links, and this is also the community as well. And it's good to know. An additional one is using dollars as a skill. So this is what we can really earn within the Salesforce ecosystem in terms of even just freelancing. And it tells you what the market has to offer. Yes, so let us have questions. Questions. We are now on Q&A. David, Rukawe, thank you everyone. I'll take questions now, then a few questions depending on the time that we have.
Okay, can I go ahead? Promise.
I think
yes.
All right. Okay, so I don't know how long we have. For Demola, your live. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate. Well, my question would be, when we are trying to navigate through the trail held in my group, that's group 1.
Yes.
we've actually did one for associates, and
Yes.
we've started it. But what we realized that when we went through the profile, it's not on our profile, so we just have to go and search it again. Is it because we've not started yet, or is that how we are going to be, to get it?
Yeah, it's because you've not started it. That's why. That's why I say when you started it, if you looked how you liked it, you saved it, made it a favorite, it gets saved into your learning. So let me see if I can share my screen one more time quickly. So I'm not just talking. So that's Adewale and Peter Ademola and guys still slugging it out there. So yeah, so I'll go to this part here, right? And this is my profile. Please confirm that you can see my profile.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Right, so, yeah, when you click on learning, right, you're seeing that it's going to show you basically everything that you want to see. Every single thing that you want to see. Now, if you started learning already, you're going to go to Trailhead, right? Now, when you're in Trailhead, based on your activity, it's going to pop up here. And every part that you started learning is going to start showing up on this left-hand side, on the left-hand side. And the ones that you even viewed is going to show. So you can see the in-progress trail mixes that I've been doing so far. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so when you started, you get access to seeing all this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. So,
Yes, thank you so
I'll
much.
take the next question. Oops. Okay, who's the next
Hello.
question? Yes, good evening.
Hello.
Dewale, our
Yeah,
winner for the night.
Thank you. Can I go ahead with my question?
Yes, you can, sir.
Okay, really amazing work. Really amazing. This clicked platform,
Yes.
how can one actually use it for live example, like hands-on experience? Could you just briefly explain to us, please? Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. So I'll go back to my screen again and let me know when you can see my screen. Tell me what you see. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to open Clicked. I'm using a dummy account that I opened just for this same purpose, for us to just have that idea. So can you see upcoming sessions? Can you see it?
Yes.
Now, when you get into any of these sessions, right? When you click start, when you click on that start, join, whenever it is, when you click it, you join. You're going to be assigned into a group. And on that group, there's going to be a Slack channel where you and your team are going to be assigned into the project. Now, you're going to be having case studies depending on the sprint, the one you've taken. Is it a sprint? They have different types here. So is it a mini sprint? Is it a team sprint? Is it a quest? Is it a skills challenge? Any one of it. Once you've clicked it, you are signed in for it. All the different ones, all you just have to do is sign up. So I'm going to click this, for instance, which is stakeholder interview suite that starts in 21 hours. All I have to do is just go to the context, because I've already registered. Is a skills challenge. You go to the content, you're going to see what the scenario is. And here is it, they're breaking down what the challenge is, and you have a scenario on hand. You're going to have the interview and the resources you're going to work with, every single thing. Then there's going to be a sales Slack channel where you're all going to collaborate and work on this task. So this is what Clicked looks like. Have I answered your question, Adewale?
Facts. God bless you. That's thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. So anyone else? Next question.
Yeah, in addition.
Yes.
In addition to what Adewale asked,
okay.
I think I'm going to start by appreciating what we're doing this evening. Big thanks to David and the crew, and of course yourself. The point that I'm making here is that your way of facilitating teaching and everything, it's super amazing because you're teaching us, you're showing us the way, everything we need to succeed, you're just putting it on our face so we don't have excuses. Then coming to the question he asked, I just want to ask, apart from the Salesforce, the clicked platform you talked about, is it just about Salesforce projects only or some other type of business analysis projects?
So it is actually Salesforce projects, and and thank you so much for the kind words, Cynthia. Thank you so much. So it's basically for Salesforce, and why I like it so much is because of the way it is built. You don't really get to see platforms like that have that balance in terms of you playing around with different areas and also learning at the same time. So that's it for Salesforce. Thank you
so much. Thank you.
I'm seeing a cue from Caleb, and I'm also seeing one from Miriam. So I don't know who came first, but Miriam, if you can speak.
Hello.
Yeah, Miriam. So what's your question? Good evening.
I didn't even know that I raised my hand, but I'm not getting it. I don't know. For some reasons, I'm not seeing the sales associate and the business analyst stuff.
Okay.
So,
have you seen the chat box? Have you seen the chat box?
Yes, I've been to the chat box, but it's showing the link is going to the person's I don't know how to put this now.
Yeah.
Like showing me some points, and my I have 0 points. So I'm like, it's like I'm on the person's page, not on my page actually. Not on my own account rather.
Okay. All right. That's fine. What you can just do is when you're on your own platform, right? Like go to Salesforce.com. So you want to stay like Salesforce.com, like just click on the Trailhead by Salesforce.com, which is on that one, the first one, I think. Let me paste it again.
I've been able to register. I can see.
Register. Okay. Do you want to share your screen briefly before I go take a Q&A question?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. I'll ask for permission. Guys, do we mind if she can share her screen quickly? Because I know there's a long queue, and I want us to wrap up in about 8 minutes.
You can go ahead, please.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, this is what I have. Hello.
We can see your screen. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I have.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want to see your profile. Let me. That's your account. Is that your account? Because I'm seeing a new user. Okay. All right. So now, just to make it easy, what Cynthia showed us, I don't know if you remember what Cynthia showed us, so I want you to do it. Do you remember what Cynthia did?
Yeah, I remember, but I can't see the 3 lines. I remember there are 3 lines here. It's not showing on my own.
No problem. It's fine. So click on Learn. All right. So click on Trail Mixes. Let's just do a bit of playing around so that you just own this thing. Scroll down. So this is when you can create your own trail mix, but I don't want you to create that, but I just want you to play around there. You can see. So just click on Discover. I'm showing you a long route so that everybody else can see that you can play around this thing. Scroll down. Now this is different areas. So what I don't want us to do is to start feeling a bit overwhelmed, because you're going to see different trail mixes coming in between each learning part that you're doing. So I want us to just go in. You're doing that particular thing, and you know the end objective. So because when we started, myself started learning, and a few of my friends we started learning. I was already on Trailhead even before I started this journey. before now. So, but I don't want us to really go into that part. So just scroll down, Miriam. Just play around it. Play around as much as you can. So this is all you'd find on a typical trail mix page. Now you can set a particular trail mix of your choice before you even go ahead. But like we said, you want to just focus on the associate trail mix and finish that one before you start looking for anything else. So scroll up now. Still click on learn. Click on trails. Does it look familiar?
Yes, I think yes.
Okay, scroll up. You see the search button there by the left. Type associates. Salesforce associate. Not that one. The quick search. Salesforce associates. Scroll down. I wonder why your page is showing that. So what you just
Could it be because I chose UK as I've been seeing this, but
no, you know what? Just let's not bother ourselves searching. It's taking too long. So just go to the chat box, copy this associate trail. Just copy it. Yeah, copy that, paste it on any of your browser. It's taking forever. So I think you should just, what you want to do is check on the profile, and because I think that's where the challenge is coming in. But this is basically where you are, where you want to be. Right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'll take Caleb's question quickly, then we will call it an evening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Promise. Thank you so much. It's been a very insightful session. For the longest, in fact, I've lost opportunities because I have no Salesforce experience. But I think with this, I'll be well on my way to securing those experiences. However, I think I know you showed us a hierarchy in learning when it comes to Salesforce. I think it will be very helpful for us to see how it goes, where you are meant to be, and then how you intend to travel the path, down the path to getting some other higher qualifications that also put you at pole position to securing opportunities. I know you showed it, but it would be good for us to actually have that in the mix. I think I figured out a click.com thingy. For some weird reason, it wasn't really open. I had to really look when you were, navigating through your system. Had to go with www and all that before I started working. But I think overall it's fine. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Caleb. So what I want us to do from now, Rukowe or David, if anybody can actually help, I think what we can do, I can't really do that now, but I feel like we can always touch base on my LinkedIn handle, and we can definitely just work together on this journey. We don't have it all figured out, but what we can do is holding ourselves accountable as we journey through this learning. While there are different pathways, it's also good to just know that this is where we want to go. We have the consultancy track, which is one good track that allows us to have a balance between having a technical knowledge and working as a consultant. more like you being a part of the admin and business analysis collaboration, where you get to implement this solution to different organizations. And I must say, for those of us that are in the UK or wherever you are, as long as you're in the international space, those of us in Nigeria do not really get opportunities so much to really get into this role. However, I still have a few clique of friends that we started this journey together that have been working as freelancers, and they still make good money in the simple role, which is even the admin role and the fundamental role. As long as you've crossed the associate role, you can become an admin, you can become a business analyst, then move on to becoming a consultant, move on to be much as you can. So that is how well we can. So I just invite all of us to just have that WhatsApp channel kind of conversation, and we'll start off with that together and we get on with it on LinkedIn. Is that okay, Caleb?
Yeah, that's perfect. Funny enough, I've linked up with you for the longest time on LinkedIn, but anyway, we'll continue the conversation on LinkedIn.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah, so Rookie, over to you, and I want to thank everyone here for having me. It's been an amazing session, and I appreciate the time that we spent learning and growing with you all. No one is an island. This journey is a gradual process. We just keep working on it till we get better and better. Yeah. So we're exactly at 9 o'clock, and Rookie, if you want to help us close the session, I'm done for the evening.
I promise. All right, thank you so much for the session. Please, can each and every one of us just drop encouraging messages for Promise? That's been a wonderful session, and we really appreciate you taking out time to have this session with us. Thank you so much. Please, if you don't mind, you can drop your LinkedIn handle so we can all reach out to you. For those of us that are yet to join or connect with you on LinkedIn, we appreciate if you can drop your handle so we can connect with you and also keep in touch. So thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And
thank you so much, Promise. Thank you.
Oh, Esther, your hands are raised. Your hands raised. Hope it's not a question. Thank you so much, everyone. Is it a question? Is it a quick one, Esther?
No, Promise. Thank you very much.
No problems. Yeah, so have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night, and thank you so much. We'll be in touch. I believe we'll be in the Dobac WhatsApp chat and share with us any other details that we need.
I don't know if they have a WhatsApp channel. Some of us, I just got the info on LinkedIn. So if they can share the WhatsApp number or something for us to join, that would be great. That we know that at least we're connected there.
Very much once again. See you next time. We'll see you next time. So bye everyone. Have a wonderful night rest.